When I was younger, I believed that by the time I reached 22 years old, I would have everything figured out. I imagined I would know exactly what career to pursue, have plenty of money, and never feel confused about my future. But life had a different lesson waiting for me. One of the biggest things I wish I had known was that nobody truly has everything figured out, no matter how confident they appear. Many people are simply learning as they go, making mistakes, and improving one step at a time. I spent too much time comparing my journey with people on social media, believing they were far ahead while I was falling behind. I wish I had known that comparison steals joy and creates unnecessary pressure. Another lesson was that failure is not the end of the road. Every rejection, every poor grade, every missed opportunity, and every disappointment was quietly preparing me for something better. I also wish I'd understood the value of building good habits early. Reading regularly, saving even small amounts of money, exercising, sleeping enough, and learning useful skills may seem ordinary, but over time they completely transform your life. I wasted hours scrolling through my phone, thinking I had plenty of time, without realizing that every day was shaping the person I would become. I wish I had known that discipline often beats talent. A person who consistently works toward a goal usually goes much further than someone who only relies on natural ability. I also learned that choosing your friends carefully is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. The people around you influence your mindset, your habits, and even your dreams. Supportive friends encourage growth, while negative influences quietly pull you away from your purpose. Most importantly, I wish I had known that self-worth should never depend on likes, followers, or the opinions of strangers. Confidence grows from keeping promises to yourself, acting with integrity, and becoming someone you can respect every single day. As I approach 22, I realized that life is less about racing towards success and more about becoming the kind of person who can handle success when it comes. I wish I had understood that saying no is sometimes more powerful than saying yes. Protecting your time, your peace, and your values is not selfish, it is necessary. I also wish I had learned earlier that asking for help is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. Nobody achieves great things completely alone. Mentors, family, teachers, and genuine friends can offer guidance that saves years of struggle. Another lesson was that money is a tool, not a measure of your value. Learning how to budget, avoid unnecessary debt, and invest in your knowledge is far more important than trying to impress others with expensive possessions. I wish I had known that your health is one of your greatest assets. Without physical and mental well-being, achieving other goals becomes much harder. Taking care of yourself should never be postponed until later. I also discovered that every season of life has its own purpose. Sometimes you are growing, sometimes you are waiting, and sometimes you are rebuilding. None of those seasons are wasted if you keep learning. Above all, I wish I had known that life doesn't reward perfection. It rewards persistence. You don't have to know every answer before taking the first step. Keep learning, keep improving, forgive yourself for your mistakes, and never stop believing that your best chapters can still be ahead. If you're not yet 22, let these lessons encourage you to value your time, choose wisdom over shortcuts, and build a future you'll be proud of. And if you've already passed 22, remember that it's never too late to start living differently. Every new day is another opportunity to become wiser, stronger, and closer to the life you've always hoped to live. Looking back, I also wish I had understood that happiness is not something you find after reaching a certain age, earning a certain amount of money, or achieving every dream on your list. True happiness grows from gratitude for what you already have, while continuing to work toward a better future. At 22, I realized that life moves much faster than expected, and the days you take for granted never come back. Every conversation with loved ones, every chance to learn a new skill, and every opportunity to show kindness matters more than you may realize today. I wish I had worried less about impressing people and focused more on becoming a person of character, honesty, and compassion. Success without integrity is empty, but a life built on strong values leaves a lasting impact. I also learned that setbacks are not signs to quit. They are invitations to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The road ahead will never be perfect, but you do not need perfect conditions to begin. Keep taking small steps, celebrate your progress, and trust that consistent effort produces remarkable results over time. Whatever age you are today, remember that the best investment you can make is in yourself, because the person you become will shape every opportunity, relationship, and achievement in the years ahead.